as the Maltese Knights want. Does that make sense to you now? So who else, right, is on the board of Disney? Leo O'Donovan, right? And he's one of the most powerful Jesuit priests in the United States. Is it any wonder Disney films are riddled with sexual subliminals? But Alex Jones don't tell you that, and Alex Jones is part of it. Now Alex, right, he's in this for the lifestyle and the money, period. He's now petrified that his ratings are going to drop right down. That's if they haven't already. Has anyone else, right, noticed how all his guests recently keep praising his show constantly? We've had that with Jordan Maxwell, we've had that with Lindsay Williams on the 24th, for instance, and others. I mean, are GCN or him going down the pan? I presume this is why they're trying to discredit Eric Felt with lies through their recent tactics job, and why they're having to keep constantly praising it. They're worried, folks, and this is why they never had the balls to say Eric's name on the latest attack with Agent Tex Mars. He later screws up, but most of it they never say his name. The so-called Patriot Movement's answer to 33rd degree Billy Graham, in my eyes, is Tex Mars. I'll get on to him a little later though. Have any of you noticed as well how Alex Jones always tries to mix lunacy with any mention of the Jesuit order? He's done it so much over time, it's incredible. He's simply trying to discredit so the sheep don't get onto the subject. Once you get onto the subject, you then see through the Jones in a short space of time. This CIA Jones. You then find people like myself exposing Alex Jones with facts, and then that screws him up, you see. Alex detests us in the anti-Jesuit crowd because we are hot on what we're doing. We can dish the dirt like no other group out there at all our enemies. We give dates, times, true history and places, whereas others just do minor brushing and vet it basically. We are, right, true and cannot be controlled by money and power. These Maltese Knights like to buy all the true patriots off, right, or so-called wannabe true patriots, and turn them, right, as we saw with Tex Mars over the last 4 years or so. Most of these weak individuals, right, are spouting their mouths off on anti-NWO, this and that. When it comes to it though, they're up there for the money and lifestyle, and they actually fear death like these little peons they are. Another trick of Alex Jones and company is to mock the term Jesuit coadjutor. They make out we are calling them actual Jesuits now, part of the actual Jesuit orders directly, when in reality we're not calling them a Jesuit part of the order as such, or a member of it. We're simply stating by this term that they are working for the Pope, either unknowingly or knowingly. If you aid the conspiracy agenda, then you're aiding the Pope's agenda, period. He controls it all with the Jesuits. So if you divert attention from certain groups or conspiracies, then you're aiding the Pope. Then you're this Jesuit coadjutor, or what's often known as a Jesuit short robe. In fact, the real definition of a Jesuit is a clever person who deceives the people. That's in very old dictionaries, but it's taken out of modern dictionaries. Mind you can't find nothing in a modern dictionary because we're all dumbed down. The only word you'll find is bling bling, which originates again with the blacks Africanising the white populances of Protestant nations. That's what a Jesuit is. So in reality all those deceiving are Jesuits. In fact, the soldiers of Loyola merely took on the name, which in fact, in reality, is basically just a piss take to us. They're taking the mickey, they're laughing, they're telling you what they are. The Jesuit order is really the Society of Jesus, right? And they also went under the names of the Knights of the Virgin. Previously, it was also the Los Alumbrados of Spain. And no, it's not a crypto-Jew conspiracy, as these Jew bashers would like you to believe, these Zionist bashers, wanting to keep the theory alive, their dead theory going. So, another trick to fool you and themselves into accepting a papacy trick on the people, blaming these Hofjudens, for example. An Hofjuden is a court Jew, the Jews that work for the Pope, the ones all in positions of power. If you want to know more on the Hofjuden, then just listen to my audio titled Vatican Hofjuden. I'll go into it a lot more in there, and tying back to Roman Catholicism at the core. If we go back to Ali, can somebody please explain to me why we should believe anything he's got to say? because if you look, he's appeared on numerous television shows, including the Fox News network, the same network ruled by Maltese Knights through British intelligence, controlled by an SIS agent, Rupert Murdoch, who's a Roman Catholic Knight of Malta, and he's a Knight of St Gregory the Great. Give me a break. Himself, he controlled by the Small Americas Navigator, the Archbishop of New York City, along with the Jesuit New York Provincial, and obviously James E. Grummer. We've also seen Murdoch. He was down at Georgetown University on the 3rd of April of this year, 2008, down at his Masters, the Jesuits. Why are you on Fox News, Alex Jones? Is it because you're totally safe and controlled? Best of it is, right, Alex has slagged off Fox News in the past, but now he's using it. It reminds me of this Kurt Nemo guy, one of Alex's sidekicks. Kurt once said, quote, "It is fair to assume the Pentagon and the CIA are burrowed deeply inside newsrooms around the country, especially the higher echelon corporate newsrooms at Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, etc." End quote. Now tell me why Kurt still associates with Alex Jones after that statement. Doesn't this show you the hypocrisy of these agents, these people, these devious ones? They expect you to worship them like gods and forget all the deviousness going on and what's gone on. The same for Alex appearing on B-Sky B over here in England. You know, B-Sky B is a network once again, controlled by Roman Catholic Murdoch. What a damn hypocrite, as we keep seeing through this broadcast of mine. I mean, why do I smell, when we talk about this Fox News, why do I smell Roman Catholic Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly all of a sudden? Do you remember when Alex was on Fox News recently with that Taudelt, Taudelt, Geraldo Rivera, right, or Geraldo, whatever they want to call him, right, the same Geraldo who slagged Jones off previously, in a British intelligence game of bad guy and good guy, and discrediting the 9/11 truthers. This is Alex's game, right, with this We Are Change group, and they're mostly made up of decent people trying to do good and believing they are. Unbeknown to them, though, they're part of a British intelligence agenda. It's an amazing control system, right, of manipulation of the people, and they don't grasp it, and even people that are waking up haven't grasped it yet. So Alex Jones, he's there throwing all these CIA funds out to these poor people who are then going off on planes, etc., to locations, sometimes actually even putting their lives at risk, such as when they've gone down to Ed Brown's location in that scene. So Alex, he's all fine as he sits there eating his pies and beer on his fat chair, whilst people are in the midst of danger, trying or thinking they're doing good. Wake up, people, God's sake. What about Alex Jones on the British Intelligence Broadcasting Network, the BBC? We call it the Blair Broadcasting Network, Maltese Blair Broadcasting Corporation, along with, of course, other shells such as the History Channel. So we've had Alex Jones on the BBC network that he's supposedly highlighting and things like that. What else has Alex Jones been on the television? What stations? He's been on bloody Russia Today. He's been on C-SPAN. He's been on CBC. He's been on CNN. And he's been on MTV and a whole host of others. So is he controlled or not? Alex Jones, right, why do you favour Catholics so much? What about Mel and Hutton Gibson? What about their ties to Opus Dei, supposedly the work of God? Not the God of Adonai, but the God of Lucifer, such as William J. Falco. This is Mel and Hutton Gibson, the Gibson family. What about Hutton's love of the temporal power of the Pope, and the hate of those who don't like it? What's temporal power? It's global governance. It's the Pope ruling all nations, presidents, monarchies and governments, and their sheeple populances. I mean, Alex, did you or did you not promote the wicked anti-AV 1611 film by Mel Gibson and Fulcro, along with that Roman Catholic priest Jonathan Morris, that film called The Passion, that wicked film? What about how Catholic Mel Gibson attacked the Jews? Doesn't that remind you of the Catholic doctrine and of that Oppo same Texi Mars that you love? So tell me why you've gone on so much about Braveheart, the same film by Roman Catholic Mel Gibson. Why did you forget to point out, Alex, how Robert the Bruce was a Roman Catholic along with the wicked King Longshanks? Why don't you point that out? The Gibsons, right, are nothing more than cretinous Luciferian worshippers. All they're worshipping the planet Venus, that Lucy whore.